G'day. So day 2 of the TA started with another goodbye to my partner, Kat. She had stayed the night with me in Herekino, as this morning it was her birthday and I'd wanted us to be together. I was a bit stiff from yesterday's ride and I was keen to get going. Now this didn't take long because the ride over to Broadwood was quite hilly. Just out of Broadwood, some other TA riders kindly called me back from what would have been a grave navigational mistake. I'd missed the turn-off to Paponga Road, a gravel section, and I'd have carried on down the sealed road, which ultimately would have disqualified me. Thankfully, a couple of e-bike riders let me tag along behind them, because I obviously had the wrong route on my bike computer, and I was going to struggle to find my way. It was a challenge keeping up with them, especially uphill, but I managed to keep them in sight all the way to Kahukahu, where the road returned to tarmac. I pushed on hard around the road to catch the next ferry across the Hokianga harbour, and I'm glad I did, because once again I was surprised to see my partner's car on the ferry. I thought she'd be long gone, but in fact she'd spent the morning searching out her great-grandfather's homestead in Herekino. Now the Rangiora-Rawene ferry, which crosses the Hokianga, is the first of 5 water crossings on the TA route. In Rawene, I stopped for lunch with Kat at the boat shed. And then afterwards, I said goodbye to her for the second time that day. We wouldn't see each other again for 3 weeks until I finished the TA in Bluff. The route on to Opunoni is fairly gentle, but I stopped there and filled up my water bottles, as it was a hot day and I knew it was about to get hilly. Even so, I was looking forward to the Waipoua forest, as it's a stunning area clad in native bush, and it's home to Tani Mahuta, Lord of the Forest and one of New Zealand's largest trees. Tani Mahuta is also the 3rd photo control point on the TA, and I was very lucky because when I arrived, the entry point was just about to close. Now, although the ride through the Waipoua forest is quite hilly, the scenery really compensates for that. It's absolutely wonderful. And I only had another 30 kilometres to go until I got to the Kauri Coast Top 10 holiday park where I was stopping for the night. The holiday park actually has a fairly limited selection of food, and I ended up having tin soup and a can of spaghetti and meatballs for dinner, which wasn't the best, but it was still fuel for tomorrow. I hope you're enjoying the videos. If you want to see day 3 of my great TA adventure, click just over here and you'll get the next video. Cheers.